Coming up, Adrian Brody.
She is a star.
And the producer, director, writer of Moulin Rouge, Baz Luhrmann.
Nicole Kidman, I don't know who she is. She plays extraordinary women on film.
Next on Nicole Kidman, an American Cinematheque tribute. Please welcome producer, director, and actor, Sidney Pollack.
Thank you. In spite of the fact that Stanley Kubrick made less than a dozen feature films in his 50 years of filmmaking, and his work is instantly recognizable. Deep, thought-provoking themes, precise cinema composition, and elaborate tracking shots, and always very powerful acting. So when Nicole got a call from him to be in one of his films, it was an irresistible proposal. I think Nick's work in this film is powerful, ingenious, and brave, which is a characteristic that, in fact, really defines all of her work. Stanley adored her, and she trusted Stanley, and that affection and trust fueled this performance, which was, I think, the start of an amazing growth period for her. And in film after film, we've watched her fulfill all of that enormous promise that every one of us saw back in Dead Calm. She's really blossomed, and the power of her work has culminated in her being honored here tonight. Here's the writer, producer, and director of the magnificent Moulin Rouge, Baz Luhrmann.
Moulin Rouge was never really conceived as anything like a conventional film. It was a musical and a love story, both comic and tragic. It required spectacular production numbers, and it was, by definition, ambitious and risky. You know, looking back, it was a monstrous undertaking. We all worked very, very, very hard. But all of us, I think, went through degrees of loss and difficulty. None more, really, than Nicole herself. And she broke one of her ribs and badly tore a cartilage, and her knee was damaged, and she carried on using crutches, a wheelchair, and I think she might have had the odd painkiller. I'm not sure about that. But you know, on a personal level, I'll always remember how Nicole led the charge, always at her best when things were at their very worst. And no matter how tough things got, she truly embodied the meaning and the idea in both life and on the stage that the show must go on.